and I'm gon' blank. I hate the thing Ricky G won't flippin' the P. I'ma be with the head, we can take it to the street. Let them know we ain't playing, knock them straight off of their feet. Leave them laying on the ground, I rock a baby to sleep. 7 days a week, I be head bustin', you ain't said nothing. I would stop, but somebody don't put my button. Yeah, boys in the head. Let them know Queen City soldiers coming. Now let it go. Hit them boys in the head. Let them know Queen City soldiers coming. Now let it go. Y'all talking balls, strapping on my body armor, grabbing all my guns, jumping in the helicopter. Got a call from Double O in the Bahamas. Set them boys down there, running, whipping live, and so leg gon' be spit when we clear the hill. We will protect our field. Soldiers getting killed, they get it how they live. Queen City coming trill, these eyes work deals. Dollar Squad making it happen, ready to kill. I don't appreciate you coming round where I chill. North Carolina is the state that I live. Y'all must be smoking that dope, popping them pills. We will ready to kill and make deals.
All right, welcome back to the show. This is a Throwback Thursday. The number is 404-382-0338. You can call in. You can also email me at Doug@thedougshow.com, but the easy way is just to jump in the chat on Spreaker.com. Now, will this, and I'm going to jump back in the chat here in a second, will this thing work out? And we kind of hit this yesterday when we found out the news, the breaking news right in the middle of the show. Unlike when LeBron went to Miami, and I guess these are the comparisons, but I don't think it's to the – I keep saying that Chris Paul isn't the generational type player LeBron and KD are, all right? So the impact of them going to their prospective teams is different. Chris Paul is a pretty damn good player, though. Like, he's probably – and I saw some numbers about him a while back. Efficient-wise, man, Chris Paul is like one of the best point guards to ever play in the NBA. But he's a little bit older now, so – but in relative terms, man, the difference between Chris Paul going to Houston and playing with James Harden and LeBron going to play with Miami and Kevin Durant going to play with Golden State is it seems like LeBron and Durant and the way that they played their games where they, didn't have a problem passing the ball, real unselfish, I guess is the best term to use for those guys. They didn't have to dominate the ball. LeBron James would be happy passing the ball to people, and getting a bunch of assists. Kevin Durant, even though Kevin Durant is kind of like one of them, they call it a volume shooter, and he takes a lot of shots, like I've never got the impression that Durant is not a team player or that he's selfish or that he's a ball hog. Even though he takes a lot of shots, the way I look at and you tell me if you agree or disagree with this point I'm trying to make, but I've never looked at Kevin Durant in the same fashion that I've looked at Carmelo Anthony. Like, I believe Carmelo Anthony is a black hole. You get the ball to him, it's a wrap. You'll probably never, ever see it again. Like, I don't get that from Kevin Durant. And not that Chris Paul or James Harden are even in that ball hog category, but they are so ball dominant. Okay? Traditionally in the way they play the game. Like, James Harden, man, that dude, like, anytime you watch the Houston Rockets, man, over the last couple of years, he's got the ball in his hands. And usually they clear the floor and they allow him to go one-on-one, and nobody in the NBA can stay in front of that dude. I mean, that dude got one of the quickest first steps and can adjust to the basket better, just as good or better than anybody I've ever seen in my life playing the NBA. So James Harden got to have the ball. Chris Paul is so feisty, and I've always said Chris Paul to me basically is a reincarnation of Isaiah Thomas. I mean, they're the same player. They got like a killer instinct. They'll fight your ass. They short, they little, they small guys, but them dudes will fight your ass. Isaiah didn't give a damn back in the day when he played, and so they're the same damn player. So Chris Paul got to have the ball. If I had to put money on it, will this thing work? Will they win more than, what was the number we said yesterday? It was 55 games. Will they win 55 games? Will they be better off? Or will they proceed further in the playoffs than they did this year? It's damn near a coin toss. I just don't see how this thing can work. Not that they're inherently selfish, but their games, the way that they're used to playing and the way that they play kind of denotes that they have to have the basketball. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that team next year, man. And, they're saying that they're not done. Carmelo possibly to the Houston Rockets. Carmelo, Chris Paul, James Harden on the same team? That shit ain't going to work. Who gonna play defense? If they put Carmelo on that team with James Harden and Chris Paul, Carmelo and Harden are kind of known as two of the worst defenders in basketball. Okay? They're looked upon as two of the worst defenders in basketball. Chris Paul might not be in that category, but I ain't never heard anybody say Chris Paul is this fantastic defender. So, what? No. From Jam 2 Doug, have a close look at my avatar. It might make you say, oh, Lordy. Let me click on this. Skip it. Okay, I don't know who that is, but she fine as hell. It's not Woman Wednesday. And I can't really get close into the picture. Shoot me an email, man, so I can make it bigger and see exactly who you're talking about. From J. Clyde the Snow Bunny Hunter. J. Clyde the Snow Bunny Hunter. Let me look at this picture. Oh, that's funny. So J. Clyde the Snow Bunny Hunter's got a picture, I guess him, back in 1974 with a little white girl. He's courting her. That's funny. From Rough Buff. I love this picture of Rough Buff back in the day, looking like a little bootleg John Riggins. He says, CP3 was pissed, so he said either trade me or he was going to opt out. He forced the trade. Same thing would happen with LeBron James. At the end of the day, it goes down as a trade for a couple of little pieces that they got at the end of the day. But it's really, what Chris Paul did this yesterday, what LeBron did is they forced a trade that the team didn't want to make. They ended up going to the specific team that they dictated. So it's different than a normal trade where a team did what's best for them. The team didn't get rid of or make a trade for Chris Paul and for LeBron James because it was helping their team. They did it because they had no other choice. From Mount Onyx says, LBJ, KD, CP3 are making decisions based on freedom of choice. They had it when choosing where to play in college. It was taken away by the NBA draft, but they got it back in free agency. In the case of CP3, he was able to force a trade on the opt-in method. Freedom. Bet, take yours back and get with a team that can dominate. Win. Yeah, a lot of y'all feel that way, man. It's no big deal. Y'all not looking at the long term. Y'all looking at the short term of this, man. From J. Clyde, Snow Bunny Hunter. Houston gave away like 1,000 players yesterday and picked up a bunch of scrubs. Right. Their bench is absolutely, they gave away Lou Williams. They gave away a bunch of players, man, a bunch of solid players. A ton of players. And they're giving all of the money to two guys, I guess. I guess they're okay with that. From the People's Champ, is Doug complaining about this again? Yeah, I'm complaining about it again. From Cornelia Small, why is it understandable to chase rings at the end of your career rather than the beginning of your career? You have a better chance at the beginning in your prime. When it's in the end, you're done in SOL. At the end of your career, you play for the love of the game. Okay, man. Yeah, but you're forgetting the whole competitiveness aspect. That's the whole thing. I mentioned it 10 minutes ago. Guys don't want to go, or traditionally guys didn't want to go and play with guys they tried to beat a couple of days earlier. That's just a difference in mentality, I guess, in 2017. Yeah. It's just a difference in mentality. From Thelpay, this is why I'm slowly becoming a soccer fan. From Dat Boy Chucky, what in the hell can we do, Doug? This is the NBA New World Order, shorty. It might be a New World Order. From That Ninja in the chat on Spreaker.com. Good morning, That Ninja. He says, I hate an unfair playing field. Would have been nice if you had this much passion about the referee scandal. Since it was an actual problem, you're talking about personal preferences repeatedly. By the way, Okay, if you're new to the show, that ninja who has a great show every once in a while on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, the Underground Railroad, Ninja is not a fan of basketball in particular, but he always rails about the whole thing about, what was the guy's name, Tim Donaghy, and officials fixing games. Okay, man. From Felpay, damn sure ain't watching no baseball. The dog days of summer are upon us. Got to find something competitive to watch. Been catching these soccer games lately. Soccer? The Atlanta United, the team here in this city, man, has come out real strong, man. 30-plus thousand. Checking out all of these games, man. So the Atlanta United, man, doing big things. Talking about soccer. Raider for life. I can't take this foolishness anymore. Dougie, there are 3 sports to this: the free agent, the current roster of the prospective team, and the front office of the prospective team. Nobody wanted a super team with Kobe because he was a toxic fella. KD passed, LaMarcus Aldridge passed, Carmelo passed, LeBron passed because the Lake organization was not good. You should applaud the teams for making it happen and the players for calling their own shot, period. Nah, hated that whole post. Don't tell me what I should do, Jack. You do what you want to do. Don't tell me what I should do. You should like the team so so-and-so trying to win it. No, hated that whole comment. Tell it to your preacher. When we get back, man, a little football talk. I want to do a quick little entertainment segment as well where we talk about birthdays too. But I want to talk about this Clinton Portis thing, man. Have y'all heard about this? And I have seen this time and time again, man, with these cats losing their money. I mean, obviously, that's been a big, big topic of discussion in sports from the beginning of the time. Athletes blowing all of their money. But Clinton Portis said it almost came to the point where he was going to put hands on somebody. I mean, for good. We'll talk about it up next. The Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Hour number 2.
All the love that I gave to you, you didn't appreciate, so you stayed on the move, giving all my time to the other life. You grabbed a girl and you made her your wife, but that puzzles me, 'cause I always been the queen that you said you always wanted to meet. So now I'm all alone because of the life you chose. You left me in pain and I want you to know that I know it's gonna look like that. Everything that you done to me will come back. Can't believe that you hurt me that bad. I know it's gonna look like that. Everything that you done to me will come back. Can't believe that you hurt me that bad. You lost my love and you lost my trust. You played me like a fool 'cause I was lost in love. How you broke my heart, I knew from the start. You were out to break my heart. But now I'm over it, 'cause karma is a bitch. And when it comes around times 10.